Welcome guys, so this is quite a common position. I'm sure you found this many times in your games, but fear not, because today we're actually gonna see how you can win this. Now okay, on a more serious note, today we're checking the equivalent of an escape room in chess. And what do I mean by this? Well, here it's white to move, and at first sight we're up a ridiculous 162 points of material, but the computer still says it's a draw. Which at first sight kinda makes sense. If you take a look at the position is extremely close. You can't really make any pawn moves. Okay, black I guess can take our rooks, but it's probably not a good idea. It just wants to keep the position as closed as it is. And yeah, our rooks can't really exploit the diagonals. But actually there's quite a cute way for white to proceed here. So this is that time where I encourage you to pause the video and try to find a solution. So yeah, try to escape the escape room. Okay, so hope you gave it a try. Now it might seem kinda random, but there's this game everybody played as a kid called a sliding tile puzzle, and here you basically gotta slide around the pieces until you get them in the right order. And believe it or not, this position can actually be solved in a pretty similar way. Because okay, it's true, the rooks by themselves can't really do anything if you just keep shuffling the rooks back and forward. Black will just shuffle with the king around and won't really be able to make any progress. But the thing is, you don't have only rooks. In this position you have a knight here on the rim and you have 3 bishops. So perhaps you can exploit these pieces that can use the diagonals and I don't know, maybe try to break through in the position. And if you use the sliding tile idea, now you start seeing what you have to do here. You basically have to create squares for your pieces to do something useful, for the pieces that can exploit the diagonals. And actually the most straightforward idea here is to probably try to find a way to, I don't know, imagine your knight could teleport to d4. Then he could maybe sacrifice himself for one of these pawns and break through the position. So let's try and do that. To make our way to d4, maybe we need to make our way to c3, then to e2, and finally to d4. So let's start by opening these squares and see if we can make our way there. So we keep moving our rooks, black is stuck moving the king, we make our way to c3, again, now we have to open the e2 square, so slowly but surely we keep moving the rooks, we finally open e2, and the knight is almost reaching its final destination. Now we open the d4 square, the knight makes its way there. As you can see, the computer finally stops being stupid. He finally agrees with us that white is winning. And yeah, now we're just sacrificing for one of these pawns. The king moves, we take this pawn here on c6, it doesn't really matter, because if the knight is taken, we can simply push our pawn, make a queen or even a rook. Yeah, black is just simply powerless here. Well, not a knight, a rook. And if he doesn't, okay, if he takes with this pawn, it's the same thing. But if he doesn't and just ignores and runs away with the king, well, we can simply put our knight back and now we have something to work with. And this pawn here is simply pushing, and yeah, one of our pawns is going to promote, and this is just an easy win now. However, as an alternative solution, you can take a look that you also have 3 bishops here. I don't know why the computer is saying now black is winning. He's just kind of confused. Okay, but you have these 3 bishops here, and it's not as straightforward. That's why I didn't show it. But I guess you can work with this light squared bishop in the same way you worked with this knight, because you could hypothetically free up the c2 square, then free up the d3 square, e4, f5, and sacrifice the knight, the bishop here on g6. But the thing is, it takes a bit more than the knight, so that's why I didn't show it. But that's also a viable way to approach this problem. Anyways, okay, this is quite an out-of-the-box puzzle, not really a common pattern. I had never seen this sliding tile pattern in chess, so I figured it was pretty interesting. So hope you guys enjoyed this sort of escape room in chess, and if you did, please consider liking and subscribing for more videos like this. See you guys on the next one. Bye.